buddy, this is Steven. You could call myself the GC game. Back from the Danganronpa killing harmony. Wow, I can't know how to say the least, but anyways, we're on the intermission of the class trial, and strangely, the whole thing got like completely lost because we find out the real truth about what it actually was in virtual world. Exactly, because Miu was the one who set the whole thing up, but she was planning to kill Kokichi, but it seems the other way around, that she's the one is the victim, not Kokichi. But I still have a distinct feeling about Kokichi, like he's acting like he knows something, like he know about Miu's plan all along. Like, I mean, the fact is, like, one for sure, like they were planning to have a meeting between Miu and Kokichi, and she having like her own murder weapon on her possession. But the problem is about that is, what Kokichi said, like, I did not go to the saloon or did not go to the rooftop because it was locked. Well, when they find out at their investigation, they was like, you can't unlock it from the outside, but you can't unlock it from the inside. Strange, but like, how can you even barely like lock from the outside unless it's someone that's always on the rooftop? I mean, the fact is, like, Miu was one trying to get rid of Kaito by log out using the cell phone. That's the way you could like how it happened, like Kaito got logged out. So I don't know, but still, I have a feeling Kokichi, like, he's still hiding something. He probably like knew something all along about Miu's plans. Like, he probably like trying to try and counterattack or something, or have his own self-defense. But the problem about that is Miu also presenting it on the Kokichi, like, if you touch Kokichi, like his avatar will be paralyzed. So I'm not sure why I have plenty of settings to have the sword fight exactly. So who knows? What we have to do is just complete the class trial, and if one of them find out who the killer is, this could be turn out the worst. So yeah, let's see how this plays out. Like, hopefully nothing bad is gonna happen. Man, I'm Bush. I got on my average home. And Motherfan's period is late too. What? What do you mean Motherfan is a period? I mean, Motherfan is the only female mother comes around here. Only one. And even everything all guys. Father? What do you know on Motherfan's cycle? Monto, you still would be dumb enough for this. But there's only two of them remain when Mother comes. Like, one is going to die. What are we hoping that? Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation.
Yeah?
Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. Do you exactly know what hibernating is? It's more likely, like, when it's winter time, that means you start like sleep for all time until spring comes back, or something like that. I mean, I don't know about natures, but that's what I know so far.
That's awful! What could be causing it?
Is it because you have a lot on your mind?
Is it because the graveyard ship pays a better hourly wage?
I'm not sure, like, graveyard ship base? What is it supposed to be?
Really?
Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around?
Is it because you want to stay friends?
Why you keep saying like, a lot? Is it because you want to watch it in real time? That's really weird how you say this. You say something. Father?
He's going to hibernate. We should let him be.
Wait, he just been hibernating? Isn't he just been sleep standing? That's so weird.
Yeah, you're right. Night, night.
I mean, we're still in the middle of the thing, don't we not? I mean, come on. Let me get back into the game, okay? We just barely get, like, resume very soon. I still have no idea why Monokuma was active already.
My head.
I still have no idea why Monokuma was still acting, like, very so low, to say the least. How low attitude he became, like, at the very beginning, like, let's show the class trials, and, I don't care. Unless he's hiding, like, wait for some surprise happening.
Oh, you're so
I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't.
You still thinking about your mommy?
My head hurts so much. I just can't remember.
Why is it you want like keep hurting your head a lot, like you're forgetting a lot? I mean, Monotone is still a forgetful person. Still.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves.
What?
After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy.
Our baby? Wait, what? Your baby? You having a... Your own siblings, are you not? When do you have a chance to have your own baby, Mama Betty? Well, more importantly, I exactly give birth exactly. That's one thing.
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Okay, but still they're siblings, much. I mean, imagine if Monotone will take over Monokuma. Just imagine it, that's all of it.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
Who are you referring to, the Monocups? You keep saying death like many times.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
Yeah, that's the only best way. We already figure out the secrets of the virtual world that Mew was created. Now we want to know who exactly killed Mew.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions.
But I still have suspicions on you that you're still hiding something.
So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
It won't matter.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
We had to go to the map thing again? Or we had to see the scene again, like... Yeah, that.
Oops, my hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop.
Wow, I expect how you managed to pull this one off.
After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet him, the mansion's rooftop.
Then I explained about Smoothie's account that she saw Mew outside from the mansion.
Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Yep.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
I mean, when we return back in the virtual world, she was found in the... Her avatar was found in the chapel. There's like plenty of things here. There's one with a lattice, I didn't know what you call it. Then a hammer and the cell phone that was left there on her possession.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that's when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
So, another one of the number of locked room mysteries. Just like some of the other cases from the previous Danganronpa games that I know of.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof.
Yeah, but Kokichi said like he didn't went to the rooftop. That he tried to open the door, but it says he was locked.
Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead. He was smart, but he was also really, really dumb.
True and true. I mean, she's still weird in her own ways, but it's true.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad, not Mew. Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
I understand how you feel, but still, she's just still weird.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Heh. Huh? Like, why be so rude to Gonta? Leave him alone.
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
Yeah.
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Well, that's lattice. That's one thing. That might be of like how they moved the body.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
I mean, since the event is Mew was set to non-object or non-human, she's become an object, able to pass through the wall.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
But the problem is, who has like knowledgeable enough about the wall exactly? Since none of them even know how the secret about the wall works exactly.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall?
I mean, we did know the fact is that between Shuichi and Tsumugi, they heard a bang noise, like came from the rooftop. So maybe that might be the crashing noise.
I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Don't not throw her!
You can't throw her at all. I mean, I know that is because of your strength and all.
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized?
Yeah, Gonta, have you not even remembered this much exactly? Why Gonta is still acting like this?
That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
Yeah, I know what you're referring to exactly. I mean, they heard a banging noise.
What? What was that sound?
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. So what was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else. So what were those two things? It could be the sound we heard, like two objects colliding. It was Mew hitting the wall.
That's it.
Yeah, that was Mew's avatar.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall.
I mean, none of that are not hard enough for this. So Mew's avatar is the only one who had like a big bang noise. So yeah.
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
Yep.
Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Like you heard the wall from the outside.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force.
I mean, just by how powerful the thing is, so yeah.
But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Kokichi, I still feel like you know something, like you're hiding something. You probably already figured it out already.
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
That's what I want to know.
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
We still have the lattice things. It's like it used to slide down, like getting Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
Again with the hint. Will you just leave me alone? I can handle this by myself, you know.
You what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right?
Why would you say that?
Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Kokichi talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve this case. But I still don't worry about Kokichi though. I'm really curious. I'm gonna ask him, like, how do you know much exactly? How to make Mew hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion? I'm going to find the answer. And that answer be... Handmaid's Gambit, of course. What was it exactly? Is it... S? Side... Oh. Slit? You mean like slide? Oh. What the? Oh, there's a hidden Makumo there. That's weird. Oh. Okay. So it's the... Oh, but it's so really hard to like... Oh. So on the roof? That's an interesting question if you call it.
I see now.
It doesn't make any sense. You slid off the roof? You mean how big the letter is, so
The
fair enough.
culprit used this sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar. Slide?
Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
Yeah, it feels like you already know that.
That the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Shimai? What? Are you calling me Ding Ding for that?
Who the hell is Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
Who are you referring to exactly? I get if it might be some reference about someone from the anime, is it? I have no idea. I'm positive that's how Mew's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide. It had to be the ladders, does it not? I mean, there's no doubt for sure the ladders to be used to slide off the rooftop. Yeah, slide us near the temple.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
It made that much noise. It must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on the roof. Not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
You keep saying that it's just
In the
line.
real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around me.
If you want to move a body by sliding it, how would you do it? It has something to left at the crime scene that would help.
Even if her avatar
I kind of feel like that'd be a put statement on
would it slide?
Kaito, is it?
Nothing like that around.
You can. Sorry, Kaito. It was a lattice you used to slide off. And I had a feeling it is.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar?
Yeah, I had a feeling the culprit placed the Mew's avatar on the lattice that's slid up. I mean, there had to be a logical explanation about how this lattice got there.
The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked.
Okay, now he finally mentioned about that. I mean, because I did check, but during the investigation, he didn't say like, huh, I feel like it looks a bit different. Like, oh wait, it was a lattice. It was like not there the last time I seen it.
But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
I mean, how couldn't you not thought for sure like he didn't figure it out for some reason? Or you realized something?
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? That's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
You still like agree with it, even though you have like an argument like it's impossible.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
One thing, how did the culprit use exactly?
After the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled.
It's surprising enough it is to like put this black figure as a culprit, because I'm not sure who that's the one who did it, so good enough.
And slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof.
Not sure how powerful the speed it goes, like it's zoomed in that fast.
Glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
Oh, jeez. Well, there you have it. Now we know about the crashing noise. Let me know if you got the mystery how the crashing noise
made
is.
all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes
What?
into stuff.
Oh my gosh, Monokuma, you did mention Sonic the Hedgehog. Even I know about Sonic the Hedgehog for a while now, but wow. Wow, that was something though. Nice reference to him.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I
Oh, okay.
hate that hedgehog!
Wow. Hate much? You don't like Sonic that much? I imagine if Sonic would just keep here with Nova like Bob Mamakuna out of it like, hey, who's on one hate now, huh? I would imagine something like this could happen. Dear God, don't let this happen as like actually a thing, okay? I'm just thinking what's in my mind.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. Yeah, that'd be an example to our new family.
Oh God, please don't mention about that, even though you think you're having a baby for you.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you Grandfather now?
And stay silent, that's for sure.
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit.
Well, now I figured out about moving the body. The one stern idea, like, who exactly locked the door from the rooftop?
Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
Hi the fake question! I know about that, Kokichi! The culprit.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
But still, we have no idea about this question we haven't talked about.
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion.
Let me think. I mean, it could be it. Since it was Kibo, Maki, and Himiko had the alibi because they were investigating the chapel, so those two are out of the question. A few of them were investigating, and there were Shibichi, Kokichi, Tsunugi, Kaito, and Gonta. That's 5. As for me, it feels like she's the only one who can like pass through the wall to go to the mansion. So that's one thing, like for sure.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means The suspects are Kaito, Tsurugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Yeah, still, you still say suspicious.
Ooh, you got me.
That's right. 5 suspects. Me, Tsurugi, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we're talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. But what reason would they have to lie? I need to press them for information before making any judgment. I think I know who you're going to talk about. So, Kokichi, care to explain?
It's you!
Like, I want to know your explanation there.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
I'm not sure which specifically are you referring to.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
I gotta remember things. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting. It all began when Mew showed us the map. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Which one is it? The part that Kokichi said I was never meant going to the roof? I don't know. Might as well check them out. Oh, this is different. Now we got like 4 colors. No, that's not it. It say all begin. No, that's not it. You think I got like automatically thing. Don't want to deal with this kind anymore. Really? Is it this one? God dang it. Is it this? Ah! There it goes. Yeah, that has to be it. He lied, but I never went to the rooftop.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said...
Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
But later, you said...
Since the mansion was on top of hill, the roof was pretty high up, right?
Oh, that means you already been in the roof all along, do ya? So you lied about like saying like, I did not go to the roof.
Past the brick handrail, the roof was a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion.
Yep.
But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
And now you matter what you gotta say for yourself, Kokichi, because you already know something all along.
Huh? What?
Yeah, don't be activating numbers already. We know you're hiding something.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Stop acting very nervous already.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Who? What? What did she say?
Me?
You can't say she just like pointing at Kimiko like she knows something.
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks.
No, why would you believe that?
Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
No, you did not! And Kokichi, stop trying to pin on someone else's!
Himiko really say that?
Gonta! No, it's not!
She totally said that.
No, she didn't!
Yes, she did.
She did not!
She did too.
Oh god, they're trying to fight up between Kokichi and Kaito.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
At least he's still got a little bit motivated now.
Stop it, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Well, I mean, what's the point about this exactly? That's how we all been doing! It's all about argument.
Yeah, Grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
America don't even care a date.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
You don't have time for this. But Kokichi's stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But he being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. Yeah, but the fact is, he did say about the fact about Kokichi in the salon, was it? Yeah.
I didn't go to the roof.
Maybe this one, I guess?
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Sure.
Fire's burning hell, you know?
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
What the heck was that?
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Stop shaming already.
Why do you look so nervous?
Cookie's lying for sure. If he keeps throwing lines at me, I have to fight fire. Oh. So if I would lie with the light then, huh? So he did say that I stayed in the salon. So we just had to use the bullet thing about he's
I
not
didn't go to the roof.
he did not he wasn't on the salon, so yeah. There it goes. I didn't get a V counter, but still. That proves you. With lies,
Kokichi,
I would say.
You're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Well, I used a lie saying that you were not in the salon.
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
Oh.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
Okay, that's a part of the lies along. But the Shuichi was in the kitchen. I mean, it'll be weird. Hopefully, you're not gonna mention that part.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
Huh. He probably already figured out his lies, then.
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
Well, even if I had lied like that, at least I still believe in me.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
Even Maki is don't like Kokichi a lot.
100 house points. No. Himiko points to Shuichi.
Is that a Harry Potter reference? I heard it say like 100 house points. It sounds like from Harry Potter.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
Oh god, please don't even mention this part already, please. I only did it to make sure pull out the lies of Kokichi.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
At least you don't even know, she was distracted. She was distracted, okay?
Oh well. I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
I have a feeling Shuichi oh please, don't even mention about this Mookie. And then next thing you know, oh thank goodness, at least she did not notice.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I'm majority of votes, baby.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
I don't like the sound of it. Even your expression on your face does so creepy.
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
I mean, that's the whole point of it, does it not?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Wow, he made it that fast just before Himiko was about to say something.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi.
Ooh.
I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
So it's going to, like, confess everything. That's it.
Oh? So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Okay, so are you admitting to yourself that you're the one who killed Mew? Well, that'd be weird, but okay.
Confess? A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her.
Oh, that's strange. Now pull up saying confessing. Is it actually the thing? I'm not sure it might be possible they're just starting to admit to it. Like, are you admitting yourself like you were the one who killed Mew?
She asked me pretty eagerly, too. So I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less.
So you already knew about, like... He already knew that Mew was about to plan Kokichi. Then one thing for sure, how you counterattack exactly?
When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world.
I mean, it's fair enough for this.
That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part exactly. But you did work together with... You were talking with Monokuma, but I am not sure what are they talking about specifically, to say the least, but what is it you were doing exactly?
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true.
You spilled the beans as well, Monokuma? Okay, it's really weird.
Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting.
Really? That's the reason what this, like, want something to make more exciting?
It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
Is the killing game simulator actually part of the motive?
You added a motive? And the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
But we couldn't find it, didn't we not? We searched, like, from top to bottom, even the Mansion and the Jungle. They didn't find anything about the secret.
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself.
I mean, unless you would be as coercing or you've been an accomplice or something. But accomplice doesn't know you count.
He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
But still, I don't think it's not even possible you're not allowed to cooperate with Monokuma. I'm not sure if students not allowed to cooperate with Monokuma, unless someone is a mastermind who do something like this, but still.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I mean, like, he had to, like, admit himself, so what choice did you do?
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
Huh? Gonta? Why would you believe it's Gonta? I mean, how? You have no proof. You have no proof of why you think Gonta's the one who killed Mew.
What? Huh?
I mean, why?
What did you... Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
Yeah, I'm asking myself, when did he Gonta kill Mew exactly? Why would you want to have put Gonta on your side?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Plus, if you really think Gonta is the culprit, he wouldn't like trying to like protect himself or something. I mean, the fact that he doesn't really know much exactly, but still.
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now.
Again? That's third time in a row. Am I gonna get a face shield off or something?
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together.
I'm not confessing.
We formed a duo to end this killing game.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
As the Killing Game Busters!
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Are you saying you two were working together? That doesn't sound right.
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Really?
What? Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why Gonta's still acting like that?
Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, he's still acting like this, and he doesn't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Plus, he would never hurt. He never hurt anyone. Not even hurt a fly. I mean, he's an entomologist, that's one thing, but... So...
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
Yeah, forget about that. Like, you don't have to forget that point. Like, it's terrible ideas how you do this. Pull his arms up. We better forget about that point.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime!
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta.
Oh, really? You really think that would be very helpful for that?
I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
That's still not even right at all.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
Doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
Why it has to be point on Shuichi all the time to me? He's the one to do all the work for everyone.
What? Gonta not understand what's going on. But still, Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything.
Yeah, he keeps saying that many times, like he doesn't know much what happened.
And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others. Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
How exactly do you do that kind of magic?
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
Oh, there is? I think that might be his settings. Was it the something there about Mew touch Kokichi that it would make him avatars paralyzed? I think that might be the reason, is it?
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
Not with this face again. Like the one last time I see it when meeting with Monokuma. Yeah, it note that for sure. It's had to be the settings from Kokichi, isn't it? Oh god, here comes the big stuff happening. Yeah, setting. Settings on
Didn't I prove that to you guys already?
Didn't mention that part.
The clue is how Mew is killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Yeah, but...
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her.
There was. Because the Kokichi settings, if Mew touched Kokichi, his avatar would be paralyzed.
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
I feel like I'm trying, I feel I betrayed him. I feel like going to her Gonta, but still, he's my second favorite of all, but why? He's just an innocent man.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Yep, no doubt for sure. That explains why she did that, trying to set Kokichi's avatar to make sure that Mew touched Kokichi, so he won't be able to move his avatar.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
True. I mean, judged by the body, she's still got strangulation, judged by her body appears like this. So that's the end of the question. No stab wounds, no blunt head, force trauma, or something.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Unless we can get closer with the toilet paper, what?
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait! What if it was something besides strangulation then? Like...
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit.
I mean, that's what she's trying to do, but I understand what Kaito really feel.
No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone.
Dang it.
There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I mean, he would never be.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. Oh no. I don't like how this sounded from Shuichi though. If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh?
I don't like the sound of it. It feels like he's going to betray Kaito.
I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
I really don't want to, but I want to ask Gonta, why can't he remember much exactly?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony!
No, shut up!
It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
I mean, shut up! I mean, it's his own purpose, exactly. He's the one who's trying to figure out the truth and all this. Even baddest ones of all, like, who is the killer, still.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, believe Gonta.
I don't like the sound of it.
We might as well discuss it.
At least he gave us don't scream it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
But...
One Truth Special!
Well, there goes another one.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now.
Yeah, I had a feeling, but what choice did we do? I mean, there's nothing we can do. All we had to do was like figure out what Gonta has been doing.
So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
So we're gonna do that again?
We had no choice there.
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Kaito...
That feels like I betrayed Kaito. But still, I mean, that's the only way I have to move forward. Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth. I mean, what truth am I gonna find exactly? If we find out Gonta is culprit, but wanna know why? Why would Kokichi think Gonta did it? Or how come Gonta doesn't even remember much how he did the killing? So I had to believe it. Could Gonta have committed a crime? It's impossible. It's possible.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this!
Yes?
I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Very strange. Why Kokichi's a sweetheart?
Can commit crimes too.
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this!
No.
No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
This is Monokuma
I
part.
did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Last
Gonta
one.
not kill Mew. Honest.
I got this! The
Sorry,
truth is,
Gonta.
Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Blood's mine. I'm sorry, Gonta. There's only 3 of us still. I know you want me to believe in you, Gonta, but that's the only way.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
I mean, that's the only choice we have to find.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically.
What is that supposed to mean?
Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this!
Why would you say something like that?
Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
You mean like talk about saying like Gonta is not the culprit?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't.
I mean, he maybe tries possible. He can't say like I can't. Like Gonta don't understand.
What? Gonta really not know?
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know. God, why are you so dumb?
Oh, I didn't expect you to be so angry like this. I've never seen you kind of angry.
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right?
You acted like this is an enjoyment for yourself, are you?
You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Still don't like the face of yours.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Jeez, and this make Kokichi still get angry that hard.
Quit. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
The monkey is being serious right now.
Maki, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth! Gonta really not culprit! Cause Gonta not know anything! Really!
Keep saying that many times.
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Wait, what did Kokichi said? All you've been saying this whole time. That's true about Gonta. Really? Huh. What that's supposed to mean? This whole time, Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Gonta not understand either. Mew like this when Gonta wake up. Yeah, he did say he don't even understand what happened. I mean, we're all dive into the virtual world. The next thing you know, he's like, he doesn't even know what happened. Gonta was sleeping too! That strange dream. Gonta not understand anything. Gonta not know. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. But why this happen? Why kill Mew? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. Yeah, that's one thing. Why he would say something like that? Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about. But when exactly did he start using that defense? Gonta started saying, I don't know when, before, after logging out. It was after logging out. That's why he started acting like he doesn't know?
That's it!
Oh no. That's it! It was after he logged out. That means, is this something to do about the error the Bonto found out? It's something to do about the error of the avatar. Is it his?
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
The accident that hurt Gonta. It had to be the error, was it? Yeah, the avatar error. when everyone logged in for the first time, an avatar user occurred.
This is it!
Surprisingly, we didn't mention that part.
When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
So, what did really happen? I'm not sure how did this, like, it didn't mention, like, what kind of error it is exactly. All it says, like, there's some error occur from one of the avatars. So the errors belong to his? What did Gunta did exactly? Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all log in for the first time. An error? The content of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. Yeah, still no idea what is the error occurred exactly. But something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in. But you didn't say whose avatars.
An avatar user error? Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
Wait, are you saying, like, he might have a short-term memory loss?
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
If that error is what affecting Gonta, and making him forgetful and loopy, then what was the error? What could it have been? Was it memory loss? Was it? I mean, it's like a short-term memory loss. I mean, they're showing what it is. It had to be. But still, how exactly lose your memories exactly? That clearly make no sense. Oh, it's E, was it? Okay. I'm an hard time spelling it. There we go. Memory loss. Yep. Did he lost memories of a time in the virtual world?
I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
It doesn't make any sense, like, how exactly he just forgot about the time in the virtual world? I mean, he explained much, just like, he doesn't even know what happened.
Huh? He doesn't remember?
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
That's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
Oh no, so it does. Even explained like he doesn't even know much exactly, but so everything what happened was true, like Gonta did kill Mew in the virtual world, but he forget that his memories are lost found in the virtual world. That's crazy enough it is. But what was the error exactly?
What? That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, Gonta may be stupid enough for this, like he doesn't know much exactly, but still.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way Gonta's the culprit!
Well, then goes Mass Panther. It's been one hand gondolas, isn't it? What was it? Don't tell me it's about the cable, is it? Device destruction.
Gonta never hurt anyone!
It has to be one, isn't it?
Gonta keeps everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't remember.
Never kill a friend.
Okay, that might break their fast because of the skill thing.
Gentlemen, protect friends!
Should have affected all of us.
Your eyes aren't protecting me.
But because we're all okay,
Gonta not lying!
that means there was
Gonta swear!
There was no glitch. They think it was. Yep.
I heard it!
Did he forget? Don't you understand about how to use the core things?
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
Did Gonta maybe stupid enough like he doesn't know which port it is exactly? If it was, then that explains a lot. Put the red consciousness cord in the right port, and the blue memory cord in the left. Oh yeah, that might be the case, isn't it? Because there's, if we insert it into the memory for the blue memory, I mean, it should have been a lot easier. Instead, like, you have to plug it ourselves. Out of curiosity, what happened if you switch the cords? I don't know. I've never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the quartz, causing the error.
At least he didn't like forget about the instruction, does he not?
If he mixed the consciousness and memory quartz, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
That will be hard to explain much. It's almost the same thing as Danganronpa 2.
What?
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Please tell me you did!
How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
I mean, don't you remember beforehand?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the pan you hold your chopsticks in.
What? That doesn't make any sense how chopsticks works exactly. Which were you referring to?
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
Did you use left-handed? I'm not sure which chopstick were you referring to exactly. The red, the chopsticks? What? I have no idea.
That's your left hand!
What?
So, well, he made a mistake. God dang it. I don't want to believe Gonta's a culprit.
Looks like it's decided.
What? Decided? He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Like I said, he doesn't remember much, remember?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened.
I mean, you did press the button, but something happened, like, it didn't, like, trigger it.
So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
How do you even avert your color like that? Seriously, how are you able to do that?
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew!
I mean, still, it would be the truth about, like, doesn't remember that much.
Why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, what his motive exactly? I mean, the motive has something to do about the synchronized well, right? But we still don't even find it.
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this! And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew!
Yeah, that's one reason. He doesn't have any motive.
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
I forgot about that point.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
But it still counts as accomplice, does it not?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Yeah, I was thinking, it's not that Kokichi was count as the accomplice, does he not? I mean,
then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
Yeah, I mean, what would you point about that make Kokichi as accomplice from Gota's, but even have like no reason to like have like vote together or something? But as Monokuma says, as long as someone who is blackened, that's the only thing we can do.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on! That hasn't been decided yet!
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
I really care about the motive. I want to know the reasons.
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial.
Why do you think it considers it part of the game?
Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination.
Do we have to go do this again?
Which means Shuichi! You'll be my partner, right?
Oh, please don't do this to me. You can't let me put the job for ya. Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you?
Because he had no other choice.
Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
Because the reason for them, those three not a culprit because they're in a chapel. The reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated suspects because they didn't have the murder weapon, they couldn't access the crime scene, they didn't have a murder. They couldn't access the crime scene because of the Mew got a bridge there.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
And I also know Suji had to say, like, I got it. Like, it's not really sad enough it is.
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
Because he logged on first. Because of Mew. He was logged on, he didn't go to the roof, he wouldn't kill. He was logged on. I feel like,
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
I feel like it's giving us so many questions a lot. Like, trying to go do elimination, like, of who's not the culprit.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Yeah, that's no doubt for sure. Evidence is everything, as one says.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off.
Because we had the alibi, right?
But what's the reason for that?
We didn't go to the roof, we have silent alibis. Yeah, I think that's the case.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
I'm so close to getting my return back from maximum HP.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit.
That leaves two.
That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Because of the Zenins, was it? The reason why Kokichi can't be the culprit, he couldn't have killed Mew. Would that be the case? Yep.
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again?
Oh man. So there's only left is Gonta then.
Well, who is it?
You really want to point out who the killer is?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. Like, he had no choice. He had to face the truth no matter what. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gonta. You only want to know who is last remaining. But still, this is still unforgivable. But still understand why Gonta would do it.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies!
Gee, you want to hear that loud?
You
Oh god!
is Gonta Gokuhara!
Not the other face again. Does anyone not forget about this face?
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy.
Don't forget, he doesn't even remember, okay?
But you forgot everything. So, oh well.
That sounds very rude.
A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Shut up! I know he may be stupid, but he try and be so nice. I mean, he tried his best, but still.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to...
You want proof? I've got your proof.
What now?
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who
Okay.
did they see out there?
Oh, we saw Gonta outside? Yeah. Oh, Shuichi! Tsumugi! Yeah, when we went outside, we saw Gonta there. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Ryu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
So you say he's the culprit still hiding in the roof all along?
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
And maybe he jumped off the roof.
No! No! The toilet paper! We found the toilet paper was next to it, does it not? Oh no. I think I know why Gonta did that exactly. He tried to just, like, get rid of the toilet paper, isn't it? Because that's the same direction where Gonta was. Oh no. But how exactly use the toilet paper exactly? Like, to get off the rooftop? That doesn't make any sense how that works. I mean, clearly, remember the fact is like, objects are unbreakable. It's impossible that some object cannot break.
Not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
No, I already figured out the answers exactly. It's the toilet papers. No one ever mentioned about the toilet paper.
Really?
It would have been so nice if that were the truth. If Kaito were right, and this horrible trial would just end. But...
No, that's wrong.
Oh, I don't like the sound of it.
What? Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh? Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
He must already figure out. It's the freaking toilet papers.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it. To survive.
Even you had to, like, let our friends sacrifice, even they were nice.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please!
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito would never lie. I mean, Shuichi would never lie, but still, you're the one who was considered Shuichi's sidekick for the first place. Since the start.
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
Oh god, he says like he doesn't want to listen. I can't doubt my detective work now. If I want us all to survive, I can't back down. Because I have to face Kaito, isn't it? But still, this is crazy. Well, here we go again.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? Not the kind of guy who'd kill someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all?
I know how you feel.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi!
I mean to do that.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi?
I'm so sorry to focus already because I want to pay attention to this benchmark or something.
Damn it!
I'm so close to peak
Who
kind
do
of
you
now.
want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Say the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Damn it!
Final blow. What is it?
There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
Toilet paper discovered outside of the mansion.
It ends here!
You never mentioned about the toilet paper, do you not? I'm sorry, Kaito. But that's the truth that you did not know.
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
Toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Miu's body.
The stranger why it was left outside of it, but it was the dispose of the murder weapon.
It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to.
There is one! There's one's binocular. You can use it to tie him off.
I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Stop complaining already then.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
Well, yes. The place where the toilet paper was tied down. It was a binocular, wasn't it? Because that's the closest way to where the toilet paper is.
There!
I mean, that's the only logical explanation.
The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it.
Yeah, if you think culprit just tied the toilet paper, it's possible you cannot pull it off. Plus, it's unbreakable, so you can't break it.
And then use the doubled up toilet paper to climb down.
That's interesting.
But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
And I'm surprised to know how you ever managed to pull off using toilet paper like that.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea.
Really? You just did?
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
I guess you started panicking already. He, like, couldn't get back into the toilet then. I mean, that explains it, though. Nope. Oh. Now I don't know how I'm going to dispose of it, toilet paper then.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
Yeah, but still.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
So, it's true. Gonta really killed Miu.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta.
Really?
Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
I still have like no idea why Gonta would kill you. He still have like no motive.
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop.
Oh, Shuichi's like...
I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me.
No, I'm like Shuichi feel like you don't want to let him admit to it. I'm the one who do the job for everyone else's.
Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, alright? Let's end this together.
Aw, I'm sorry, Gonta. It's sad, I know.
Okay.
Closing argument. It is sad things. Anyway, let's just do this, end this misery, and my suffering. What did they use? I think this must be it. It's a shit stuff. And play with this and tier, so... Okay, that's it. Bottle of poison, that's be the first. No. Yeah, but let us use like a sled. Somewhere around to move the body of the roof. Yeah, that's the one. Map of the virtual world. So that one. You smuggling the hammer. Signboard. Blue cord. Okay, this has to be somewhere at the beginning. Culprit looking for the secret outside world. Somewhere around. Oh, is it this one? Change it like to showing like who's. Shuichi, okay, it's been in the kitchen. That's where he is. Kaito on the roof. Tsumugi here. And that leaves, last one is at the end, I guess.
This is the truth of the case!
Here comes the heartfelt sadness comes.
The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device.
Even if like one of the back isn't going to like, I don't know where to put it.
So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports.
Still been a lot easier to like, don't do it ourselves.
Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well.
You should turn on.
Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one.
Yeah. But that's not the case at all.
Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison. and placed it on Kokichi's seat.
Dang.
This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned.
But I never explained, like, how did Mew exactly took the poison from Shuichi's? Not exactly how they did that. He didn't leave it unlocked all by itself.
Yes. The reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses.
That's not really cute though, like how tiny he is.
She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case.
Patsy? Really? It's actually a word.
Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed.
Even how culprit like panicking already, like, I don't know why I agree with this.
But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder.
Like, I'm not sure when they'll start cooperate together.
Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world.
The way I sounded like this, I mean, it's like, I'm the leader here.
Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion.
Why you mention Gonta part?
While Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion.
Also, no, this is what the wall looked like. I mean, she never did, but And then, hey, yep. Look how everyone freaked out of it.
Made sure we were across. She dropped the bridge into the river.
And even said like I slipped. And everyone freaked out like, what are you doing?
This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks.
But still, that's all a setup.
That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world.
I also know there's some sky view up here. Like, really? You never say that's a sky view.
We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon.
Yeah, not with that creepy face.
Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen.
And that leads to culprit then.
And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion.
Look at how we walk like that.
Time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself.
It's strange how you even pull this one off.
This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Miu headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way.
Yep. And then she pulled up her cell phone.
When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone.
I'm not sure that's hers or something.
She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out.
I suppose the cell phone is still very old.
Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time.
His person over there is saying like, ah, what was happening?
The same roof where Kokichi and Miu were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly.
Yeah.
Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Miu.
So, how did exactly get to the rooftop exactly? Kaito was there. That's one thing.
While Miu was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Miu. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
Giving it like this final smile towards Miu, dead corpse.
Miu's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Miu in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room.
The little part of Kokichi saying like, there's a lattice on the storage, you probably use it.
And placed Miu's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone.
Oh, really? Not on it, but on top of it? Really?
The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof.
Yeah. And that's when
it went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel.
Yep, think on the crashing noise.
That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Miu's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen.
Yeah, that's true enough for this. Like, they didn't explain much.
So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down.
Like, how deep is the mansion exactly?
Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it.
Yeah, until I realized that someone about to come out very soon. It's like, uh-oh, how do I dispose of it?
They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby.
I'm surprised I never said he could toss it, that, and that, something, that, flying eye. I'm not sure what that means, but still.
Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case, because the culprit doesn't remember.
Yep. And there you have it. They just go into his avatars.
This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
Aww. I'm sorry, Gonta. And that is the truth.
Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry? Gonta not really understand. 'Cause Gonta not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
Gonta.
Aww.
But why? Gonta kill Mew, forget everything. Gonta even think he not do anything bad. And then Gonta tried to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why Gonta do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him.
Well, maybe technically speak, but you're the one who planned them out, but you're still using him.
Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already?
Not to interrupt, I ruined a moment.
What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my god, please. Does someone just stop it already?
You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
And Monaco says, stay silent. Still.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off! It's voting time!
Well, here comes voting. Bet this is the only right way.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Let's hear it then. Results. Oh, really? Someone vote Kokichi? It's gotta be Kaito.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
It's gotta be right, isn't it? If it's right, then still unforgivable. Well, congrats. You get what you want, Kokichi. Now you just hurt our feelings. I don't need this mana coin. It's all made of blood on it. Well, I got an A there. Well, the results. I got so many missed there. I still made an A. Yeah, everything's all A. I don't know, but still like get the hang of it. Still. But at what cost? For Gonta's kindness is not gone.
Absolutely right.
Anyway, I guess time to put an end to this. Now I'm feeling sad. But I still don't understand. Too many things, like every single time, like it get laggy for the controls and everything. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it for now. But I'm still sad. But I'm not sure why would he do that. Still have like no reason why Gonta would kill Mew exactly. We still have no idea what none of them did found about the motive from in the virtual world exactly. They couldn't find anything at all. So unless one of them they found them and just like keep it secret from them, I don't know. Well, we just have to wait and see for the next one with the sad part to have to deal with. which I don't like most of it. Sometimes like every chapter goes, but sometimes it keeps getting sadder and sadder. It feels like we get like lower the numbers of all students we have. I mean, that's how it goes, but we need to get close to finishing this series. There's only like about 2 chapters left, so we're only getting close to finishing also. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Danganronpa 3 Killing Harmony. Like this video, hit that like button too. Light them up! With the videos, go to subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Laters!